So here's a bunch of things we want to watch out for on our spiritual journey, and they are, for example, assumptions. We want to be careful what we're assuming or interpreting or perceiving about people. Are we assuming they mean bad? They saying this, they're condemning us, they're assuming they're judging us, assuming they're out to get us. We also want to watch out for our fears. Fears hold us back hugely. Another thing is limiting beliefs. We want to investigate and self-aware practice ourselves, checking out our assumptions, our fears, our limiting beliefs. Do we believe this about somebody? Even an assumption can be belief, unless it's very open-minded and we know we're just guessing, and we might ask for feedback and ask them, like, is this what they really mean? So our limiting beliefs is like our worth. We believe we're not worth it, and we believe money doesn't grow on trees. We believe I can't have this, that, and the other. Having a belief that we can is very open-minded and helps the universe to deliver us what we really want and need. Another thing is judgments, as I call them, also condemnations, not to be confused with discernment. Judging, condemning, you're acting above or better than somebody. It's a different thing to see someone else's negative behaviour and call them out, or have a boundary, or have a standard where some people are only allowed so close and not allowed in your life at all if they're going to be toxic, abusive, or negative, or abusive. Yeah, I said it. Toxic, abusive, and negative. Okay. All right. So another thing we want to watch out for is attachments and aversions. So attachment is something we're trying to cling on to, grab hold of. We desperately need it. We want it, but we need it. We don't just want it. We want it with a massive amount of preoccupation and invested mental or emotional energy, where we're going to be disturbed if we don't get it. So an aversion is the opposite. I'm going to knock off that little notification. An aversion is the opposite. It's like we're running from something. We're afraid of something. We're hiding from something. We feel small. We're ashamed. We want to watch our shame. That's another thing. So, as well as attachments and aversions, what are we ashamed of? Shame creeps up as a small feeling, and often we project our own upset emotions. So, watching our own projections is a massive, one of the biggest ones on this list by far. How much are we projecting our own emotional stuff that's coming up from the past that hasn't been digested, assimilated, absorbed, and integrated, and become a woven tapestry part of us that's positive and holistic, and we love and accept ourselves, versus shaming ourselves. So shame is a massive, it's actually the biggest part of trauma. It's our self-identity is low and weak, small, about how we feel and view ourselves and how we feel emotionally about ourselves. So again, watch your projections, how much you take out on other people in knee-jerk reactions, judgments, cold treatments, avoiding, not being nice, kind, friendly. And definitely watch out for your standards and boundaries as well, and self-love practices and self-care practices. So blessings and love.